Santa Monica Studio just dropped one of the most unexpected announcements in PlayStation history, and most people completely missed what was actually revealed. God of War Laufey was announced just days ago at PlayStation State of Play on June 2nd, 2026. And while everyone is talking about the obvious stuff, today we are breaking down the 5 things that nobody is talking about. Stay till the end because number 1 will completely change how you think about this game. Let's get into it. And the number 1 thing most people completely missed, Kratos does appear in God of War Laufey. During a pivotal moment in the 20-minute gameplay showcase, the Ghost of Sparta himself makes a cameo. This is massive. It means the stories of Kratos and Faye are connected even in death. It raises so many questions. Can they communicate across realms? Does Kratos know Faye is alive in the Everywhen? Does this connect to the future of Atreus? Santa Monica confirmed this is a parallel sequel, meaning it runs alongside the events of God of War 2018, but follows a completely different character through a completely different realm. Cory Barlog himself stated, "This is not a prequel. Laufey is a continuation of the timeline. The implications of Kratos appearing are enormous for the future of the entire franchise." Thing number 4, God of War. Laufey introduces brand new characters that nobody saw coming, and the most unexpected one is called Phranque. Phranque is, and I am not making this up, a curious cosmic cube with an earnest disposition voiced by Jack Quaid. Yes, a cube in God of War. Phranque will do whatever it takes to protect his friends and the creatures of the Everywhen. Now before you laugh, remember that Atreus seemed like a weird addition to God of War 2018, and he turned out to be one of the greatest gaming companions ever created. Santa Monica Studio knows exactly what they are doing. Also joining the cast is Rue, an enchanted ribbon guardian protecting a powerful sword from falling into the wrong hands. Deborah Ann Wool from Daredevil returns to voice Faye, and her performance in the trailer already looks incredible. Thing number 3, Phranque, and this one is huge for gameplay fans. Faye fights completely differently from Kratos. Kratos is raw power, slow, heavy, unstoppable force. Faye is something entirely different. She is fast, graceful, and lethal. She wields a magical sword, not the Leviathan axe, and combines it with powerful magic abilities. The combat system builds on the modern God of War foundation, but adds mobility that Kratos never had. Faye can mix ground and air combat seamlessly, creating offensive and defensive tools that completely change how battles feel. Santa Monica described it as, quote, injecting old-school Greek-era DNA into the modern combat system. So fans of the original brutal God of War games from the PS2 and PS3 era, this one is for you. Thing number 3, Phranque, and this one is huge for gameplay fans. Faye fights completely differently from Kratos. Kratos is raw power, slow, heavy, unstoppable force. Faye is something entirely different. She is fast, graceful, and lethal. She wields a magical sword, not the Leviathan axe, and combines it with powerful magic abilities. The combat system builds on the modern God of War foundation, but adds mobility that Kratos never had. Faye can mix ground and air combat seamlessly, creating offensive and defensive tools that completely change how battles feel. Santa Monica described it as, quote, injecting old-school Greek-era DNA into the modern combat system. So fans of the original brutal God of War games from the PS2 and PS3 era, this one is for you. Thing number 2, the location of this game is something completely new to the God of War universe. When Faye dies at the beginning of God of War 2018, everyone assumed she was just gone. But God of War Laufey picks up at the exact moment of her funeral pyre, and instead of peacefully passing on, Faye wakes up in a place called the Everywhen. The Everywhen is described as the afterlife of the gods, a mysterious realm filled with secrets, dangers, and powerful forces that want to keep Faye trapped there. Nobody in the God of War universe has explored this place before. This is completely uncharted territory for the franchise, and the 20-minute gameplay trailer shows just how massive and visually stunning this new world actually is. The first and biggest thing people missed, this is the first God of War game in the entire history of the franchise where Kratos is not the main playable character. Let that sink in. Since 2005, every single God of War game has put you in the boots of Kratos. But God of War Laufey completely flips the script. You are now playing as Faye, Laufey the Just, Kratos' wife who died at the very beginning of God of War 2018. Most people saw the trailer and thought this was a small spin-off, but Santa Monica and game director Ariel Lawrence confirmed this is a full mainline entry in the series. This is not a side story. This is the next chapter of God of War, and Kratos is not the star. And those are the 5 things most people completely missed in the God of War Laufey announcement. This game is shaping up to be something truly special, a bold new direction for one of PlayStation's greatest franchises. No release date has been confirmed yet, but Bloomberg's Jason Schreier has reported the game is not years away, so we could be playing this sooner than we think. What do you think about God of War Laufey? Are you excited to play as Faye? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button and subscribe to Scorpio Plays PS for more PlayStation content every single week. I will see you in the next one. Peace!